But yeah, I think so. If you guys have not been here this whole stream, I'll kind of go over what we did. So we started out. I kind of went through the planters. That's kind of the beginning of the stream. Just kind of showing what we did there. But if we go over to a ride, let's go over to Shockwave. We actually did add in the warning labels, which are actually kind of neat. Every ride now has one of these. They rate from 1 to 5, with 1 being the least intense and 5 being the most intense. So you see here, Shockwave did get a 5 because, for obvious reasons, it's pretty intense. We didn't really do much on the side. We did finish up the lines on here and the roof, which you just saw. If we move back to the back here, though, we actually did build our stage, which looks pretty good. I actually did find some microphones, so that is a good thing to see in there. We did some guitars, stuff like that, so maybe the band's still getting ready to play. But I think it looks pretty good still. And then we actually worked on our bar over here, which I'm actually pretty proud about this. This took us the longest time. It's about an hour and a half to actually do all this. But so here we do have 3 registers. 2 for people just working on lines up here. And we do have a nice set of taps here. We do have a set of taps over here as well. I have a register back here for a person who's actually working on customers here at the stools. If you look in the back here, we do have some assorted hard liquors and things like that. We do have some mixers and juices in here, as well as a small margarita machine collection there, which I might try to redo a little bit later, and I'll sure yet. But yeah, that's kind of how we did everything. We added a little bit of fencing around here and added this planter in. So maybe not as much progress as we did last time, but I still think we did quite a bit. We actually kind of really solidified this area a little bit better, kind of how it's going to look and things like that. I really like how this is turning out. Autumn 17 to 27. Declare independence. So shall we declare our independence from the Netherlands? This will end our turn and place us at war with the king. Give me liberty or give me death. So there we go. You can see my name scroll at the bottom. You don't even have to have your glasses on to see it. You guys know history. You know where I'm coming from there. So there we go. Now if you see, Continental Congress signs the Declaration of Independence. Abuses and usurpations cited. Ultimatum presented to the king. Expeditionary forces dispatched to suppress rebellion. General Fryerby, which is me, calls for all volunteers from the new Continental Army. Now if you actually see here, our flags have changed. Oh, they are attacking Visage. But if you see, our flags have changed now to the United States flag. Okay, they're bringing some. Oh, right, already damaged. That's what I wanted to see. All right, let's see if we can just take this last guy out because I'm tired of waiting. I'm getting a little impatient. Let's see here. Save the game here. And attack this guy. There, he's gone. Alright, I think that might be all of them. I'm going to run this way to... You know what? We should probably send somebody south, too. Just to make sure that there's nobody else down here. Because knowing... Oh, that's not... Not what I wanted. I didn't want to attack Port Royale. See if we can see anybody else over here. Indian there. Of course, it could just be a point where we're just kind of waiting to the end of the turn now, and instead. But let's see. Let's cover all of our bases though. Make sure there's nobody else out here. Let's see anybody out there. There it goes. So it's, if you want to read it here, it's a Royal Expeditionary Forces annihilated General Fryerby accepts surrender of all Tory forces in a brief ceremony. Parliament declares the king unfit to rule and votes to accept the independence of New Netherland. The Continental Congress proclaims me as the first president of the new republic. So there it is. It says, in our wisdom, we have decided to let you go your own way. We have far more important matters to deal with than you. We with you wretched colonists. I'm trying to think what that says. Do not seek our aid in the future, for it will not be for I don't know what that word is. But there we go. I won. Game over. There it is. Yay. Set off fireworks. We actually did it early too. It was like 1740. It's like 30 years early, which is awesome. It's pretty neat. I haven't got to see this video before because the other time I beat it, I didn't have the videos loaded or anything, so that's pretty neat. And there we go. Yay. So this is our breakdown of all of our items here. So this is kind of what we did during the game. Colonists, we got 1,040 points for. We got, Continental Congress, we got 120 points for. Our gold, we got 18 points for. 100%, we got an early revolution of autumn of 1738, which we got 106 points for there. Independence achieved, one prior nations for 50%. Liberty Bells, we got 100, and so we got a total score of 2,226. So if you don't know, in this game, this actual, holy cow, look at our military. There's a lot of troops. That actually will give us like a rating, and that rating will come up next. So what do we get named after us? We got a mountain range. So you can see all the other stuff that's named after us. We got an infectious disease, a stinging insect, a poisonous plant, a venomous snake, a prison, a fast food chain, a street, a flower, a school, an apple, a bridge, a bird, a college, a mountain lion, a prestigious award, a river, a university, and finally a mountain range. So now you see it's the Friarby Mountains, which is probably in the middle of nowhere. But there we go. So I linked to the top of the board there because I think this is the first one I've actually completed. Technically that one's on there too, but there we go, guys. That's all for this game. Going to the Reclamation Facility. It's gonna be interesting.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems
Ooh, this looks hot. It's not gonna be good.
Okay, Commander. The entrance to the first canyon is right ahead of you. Take out any enemies you encounter. We'll worry about salvage later.
Sounds good.
I have a feeling we probably don't want to step in the lava. Or as much as we can, don't step in the lava. And while I do like our paint schemes, I don't think they really are great camouflage in an environment like this. I could be wrong, but, you know. Bright orange and blue is not something that looks like it happens very often in this landscape. What also kind of worries me is that we're fighting in these really tight canyons here. And hopefully, I mean, they're opening up a little bit, and they're kind of... But still, it's not going to be a... it looks like it's not going to be an easy fight. But,
Ahead, Commander. Prepare for hostile contacts. If you haven't already, you might want to switch to your night vision. Could make things easier.
Copy.
While we're here, I suggest we destroy this production outpost, Commander. It's of no use to us.
alright, so I think these mechs are pretty much just scrap metal. Because, like, these things, we're just tearing right through them. I mean, it's fair enough. We can take out this outpost, no problem. That's, you know. A catapult. Oh, it's a catapult. I haven't seen one of these in the game yet. Like I've seen them in stores, but I've never seen one actually out fighting, which is pretty neat. It's a Thunderbolt. No, I take that back. We have seen a catapult, haven't we? It was on that one, another story mission that that we first saw an assault mech on. Alright, there's 8 of the mechs gone. We have about 30% of the facility gone, so. This is kind of the mech fights I like. You know, we can just run right through people. I mean, fair enough, this is a reclamation facility, so think of it like a junkyard or a scrapyard for mechs. There are if I had to guess, this is, you know, if the Inferno people are what they're doing, they probably use those mechs that they just started up. Whoops. As parts mechs, and they were just pulling parts off of them to repair their own mechs, which makes sense. That happens quite a bit, especially in like railroading. They'll keep old locomotives around just for spare parts, especially older locomotives. So it's not like an uncommon thing even today. So, you know. There's gonna be some more squishy buildings around here that I can just walk through. We also haven't found that last mech yet. We need to do that. I think it hit me, but I don't see where it's at, though. Well, I can't get over this little rock here. What in the world? I'm also standing in lava, but that's not great, but, you know, I can kind of forgive that. Since we're not really fighting, though, it's actually kind of neat to kind of see a battle mech like this, actually from the outside view. This is also kind of how you play, like, MechWarrior Online. But, yeah, this is actually kind of neat. Alright, let's see if we can tear some of this up. Yep, that looks squishy and gone. What are the odds we actually get a mech out of this at the end? I mean, like, I have a feeling they're like, oh yeah, this is an experimental mech that was sitting here, and we don't know why, but it's ours now. I don't know if that's really going to happen, but we'll see. Cool, looks like we destroyed the outpost. We just got to find this last mech. There he is. He's behind us. I would say so. Like, I don't think any of these mechs had armor on them, which doesn't surprise me, but there we go. Oh, we got some reinforcements coming in now. That's not ideal. So good thing we destroyed the facility before they dropped reinforcements on us. Looks like they're behind us. Once again, these things are not well armed or legged. That was easy. There's a blackjack. There goes a blackjack. Catapult. Dead catapult. Something else over here. That's a Wolverine. Missing an arm already. That's not ideal. It's actually kind of a neat little mission, though. You get to, you know, get all these, you know, mechs that are just junk you're trying to fight. But there's just a lot of them. Kind of neat. I'm waiting for them to bust out an assault mech that's like half destroyed already.
Good work, Commander. The main reclamation facility is at the end of that second canyon. Beware the tight confines. We don't know how many mechs they have at their disposal, or if they've set up some kind of an ambush.
I mean, let's be fair. If all their mechs are like that, my AC-20 will just tear right through them. I only have 19 shots left of it, but let's be clear here that I can probably just take out their mechs. Yeah, some of their mechs I can take out one shot with the AC-20, but you know, we'll see how that goes here shortly. Once again, I don't like fighting into confined spaces like this. This is not ideal. That was not ideal. A good idea to use a AC-20 shot on that. Thunderbolt. Alright, I'm going to back up just a little bit. This is actually kind of fun to fight scrap mechs. Apparently that's actually in the new update coming out, or the new DLC. One of the Corvair, apparently, or is it Corsair or Corvair? It's Corsair, I think it is. It's pretty much just a Franken mech, kind of like this, where they just have old mechs that they've kind of piled together. Apparently they're not the most reliable thing in the world, but still pretty interesting. Didn't mean to fire that one. Because I got to feel we're going to get to a point where they're actually going to bring real battle mechs after us, and we're going to be a little bit hurting, but we'll see here shortly.
There's the main facility. Let's wipe it clean of infernal forces and secure the site.
All right, we got another Atlas out here. There's the Atlas I'm looking at. Okay, there's that one dead. That's one I was kind of worried about. We have 4 things left. Oh, hold on. That thing actually has some armor on it still. What's going on with this thing? Let's be fair. That's probably the main bad guy, or the lady that was talking. Let's be honest here. That was probably her, or this is probably her, and eventually will not be because it's going down pretty quick. This is why I saved all my AC-20 shots, because I knew something like this would happen. I think it died with one shot. I was a little amazed about that. Thing's got to be almost dead. There it goes.
Clear out any remaining enemies. I'm on my way down.
There's one more. I think it's a tank or something like that. Some kind of small, at least. Where is that last thing at? By the way, why aren't we just destroying this facility? I mean, fair enough, we just had a huge fight here, but you would think this would be a place where we would take it, because that was just like a side facility. This would be the main one. I don't know. I'm not the one making the story there, but maybe that's just me. Right, where's this last guy at? I'm not seeing him anywhere. Oh, this is not good.
I've never seen a place like this before.
Walking up this way, maybe? So I'm going to do a lap around the whole place, see if I can find them. Alright, where in the world is this person at? It's like I'm tearing down buildings to see if I can just, maybe he's stuck somewhere, or I don't know. So that's where the boss lady died. So we've walked all through there. We'll walk back this way a little bit more. See, maybe he's stuck in this building over here, or these buildings over here. Aha, there he is. It's a helicopter. There we go. Alright, that's mission over, I guess. That was relatively easy, actually. I don't think I lost any weapons, or I don't think anybody lost any weapons. I think we just lost armor, which is actually pretty good. But do we go ahead and buy the king crab here? It's 9.9 million. It would put us right around 6. Well, it's almost 10. It puts us around $5 million. But it just needs armor repaired. It's got both his AC-20s, the large laser, and the LRM-15. You know what? Let's do it. We got the king crab now. But that being said, we do need to go to another planet, just so that we can try to find some more heat sinks, because that'll take us a little while. And we need, what, 6 more just to fix the stalker? So we'll see how that goes. Remember I said I didn't know if the Annihilator was in this game? Well, guess what? Oh my lord, look at all this stuff. This is just a store full of... Oh, look at that. It's an amazing mech. This thing is incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4 medium lasers, 2 small pulse, or a small pulse, or 2 small pulse lasers, a small laser, and 4 LBX-10 autocannons. This thing is a beast of a mech. There also is a Highlander here, which is a really fun mech too. 2 medium lasers, an AC-10, an LRM-20, and SRM-6. These things are just hard to take down. AC-20, this is a Cyclops. AC-10, SRM-4, LRM-10, 2 medium lasers. They have another King Crab here. All right, hold on. How much? Oh, they're only let us sell it for $4 million. All right, hold on. I know I probably shouldn't have. I think we're doing Friar's Folly. Yeah. I believe it's this one I want to go back to. I'm going to go down and get that Annihilator, because I want that. I prefer to have the Annihilator rather than the King Crab. I'll be honest with you.